I know it takes a village to bring a product like this to market. Tell us a little bit about your team, what kind of resources you've needed to develop this product, and how far along it is in the development cycle and maturity.
Something I learned from my other startups is that the most powerful thing you can do as a founder is to learn how to lead. Right, that is really the core of being a founder or CEO. And so I got a bunch of my friends from my undergrad. I was like, hey, do you want to come work with me on this? Every single person I met, I would ask them, hey, oh, you're a computer engineer? I have a computer engineering project. How can we make this work for you? And I'm also going to give you professional mentorship and resources. But I think a great way to kind of catalyze this was a year into my project. I was at a conference, and this is when I met my co-founder. His background, I could never afford someone like him. His name's Irwoli Akande. His background's in electronics engineering. He worked for WPG Americas and had worked on over hundreds of hardware applications in the IoT field. So how do you win a person over like that to kind of work on your device, right? So I literally just pitched him saying that 95% of people do not wash their hands properly. 80% of diseases are spread through touch. And so he's like, no way, I wash my hands. He goes to home, washes his hands, and it was 14 seconds. And he's like, if I'm not washing my hands, then who really is? Then I brought him in as an advisor. I drive down to Wicker Park here in Chicago every Sunday for 3 hours. We'd meet, and we slowly grew the team by having people who are mentors, professionals, advisors, who could mentor the undergrads and use their 5 to 10 hours to kind of strategically grow the team. We've had people, probably close to 100 students, touch this project. Anyone from political science, psychology, computer engineering, computer science. And I think that's what's baked such an equitable and diverse design on our startup generally, and making that process open and accessible to anybody who's willing to do two things, communicate and hold yourself accountable. So that's kind of the composition of our team. Right now, it's me and my co-founder who's now finishing up his MBA over at SMU Cox in Dallas. And we're looking forward to the next stage. In terms of our product development, we are right now getting our first 50 devices out into a school, raising money during the pandemic, also navigating these weird supply chain issues. We would literally design our product and then look to go buy parts like 4 or 5 weeks later and find that they're all sold out or have a 3-year lead time. So we've been redesigning this product over and over and over again, but we finally were able to get our inventory, our supply chain, a new round of funding to kind of get this out into the market. So that's what we're looking at this year, is to just get these out and start growing organically, get these case study data and really actually take this from an academic science perspective. How are we actually increasing rates of attendance? How are we focusing on engagement? And do we get people to wash their hands for 20 seconds?